Hello! Sorry, I was looking at a post from one of my artist friends. She is going through cancer right now, but she just made a big announcement that she's got some cool stuff coming out. So I might have to look into those further to support her a little bit as she's dealing with rough stuff but still creating. Yeah. Alright, guys. So tonight we're working on some commissions. We've got some commissions with Christmas coming up. So I'm going to check on my first piece here. So this is for the soap I'm doing. Hugs to your friend. Thank you, I will pass them along. So far, so good. It's a thyroid cancer, which tend to be more treatable, but they caught it a little late, so we shall see. I seem to be out of paper towel. You agree? Alright. Let's... paper towel. Okay. Alright, let's see if this one's turned out. We need to make a second one. Oh, that unicorn glitter looks so good in there. The snowflake's always a tougher one to get out because there's so many facets to it, but it looks so good in the end. Take our knife, clean up the edge. Yeah, so our friend, she's one of our friends we do conventions with. She and her husband, really nice people. But they made a really brief post like 2 weeks ago that she wasn't going to be doing any more in-person markets and stuff for the rest of the year, and was very vague about the whole thing. But finally kind of spoke to everybody and announced what they're dealing with. So they are working through it and getting treatment and all that. So this is our snowflake. It is translucent iridescent glitter in there, so it should be nice and sparkly. Kind of hard to see. Will you focus on it? No, of course not. But we used the unicorn glitter, so you can see it's kind of got the iridescent holographic look to it, which should be really fun for the snowflake. So, before we proceed much further, we're going to make one more. Set this one aside. And then clean this up a little bit. Perfect. And then we'll close it up. So I did this whole design and fragrance consultation today at work between patients. And my coworker was like, okay, what, that's it? I thought this would take longer, but it really doesn't. Once we figure out what we want, scent greatly inspires what we're going to do for design or vice versa, depending on what you're looking for. But we went off the scent that she chose and then created a design that looks good with that scent. Kind of matches the energy of it, you know? Right up to the top because it's gonna settle, and then into the ice water to set up, because why plan ahead when you can make it work? And then we'll gently move that out of our way just to check on it in a couple minutes. Alright, so design wise, this is what we're working with. Basic little foresty seasonal blend. Our fragrance notes are crackling firewood, red berries, greenery like ivy, floral, and kind of a nice in between, not too feminine, not too masculine, nice and earthy wise. You definitely see the shimmer while you were pouring. Perfect. I asked her, since these are going to be gifts for men and women, are you okay with glitter? And she's like, yes. If they have issues, they don't have to get one. So, let's get safety gear on. Nice and protected. And let's mix up our colors. A little guy. Okay. So, the majority of our soap is going to be white, but we're going to mix up some green for our forest. I'm going to use my Green Vibrance, which is my greenest green. It will color morph on us while it's processing, but in the end, we'll get a really nice green. Then, in my little guy here, and do some Aphrodite blue. With just a splash of cornflower shimmer. This is supposed to be like the cold, shimmery wind. So. I've never seen a 20 on a die before. This is rigged. Try with advantage. Even with advantage, Zulu can't roll a 20. One time he rolled a double one with advantage. And then lastly, we need our white. Nice heaping spoonful. And that should do us for now. So, white gets a little bit of water. And we want just enough to make it dissolve. If it's still chunky, then we need more. Just a touch more. Just mixy, mixy, mixy. go. Nice and together. Put our water out of the way. Then for these two, they get a little bit of oil from our collective oil basin. And then we'll mix them up. And then our green. Okay. All the colors are out and around. Let's make our scraper. So because we're doing the trees, we're going to do this in 2 pours. So we can get our tree shape. So we'll make our little mold. So that's where we sit. I want my trees here at the tallest. Which means I need to cut this deep. Like strength over with this with disadvantage. That works for me. Okay. Now it goes all the way to the bottom. Plus a little bit extra. Perfect. Okay. Now back to where I want my line. Much better. Okay. That leaves all the swirlies up here, so the majority of my trees are going to be down here. So... look foresty enough? What do you guys think? Tops of the forest. I'm liking it. I think that's good. Now we cut it out. I'm excited for salts. Oh, we'll get there. Indeed we shall. I've pulled out some fun additives for it too. I wish I'd thought of you commissioning you sooner. Well, you have now, and you can always come around again. All right. There's our tree line scraper completed. Let's mix up our soap. So, I have my soap. I have my lye water solution. Pour that on in. Charlie has requested an indigo and turquoise butterfly swirl soap that is made with an intricate landscape and smells like caramel corn. That would be physically impossible, but fun if it was. Out of context, that scraper looks like a weapon. I mean, half the stuff I have is a shiv, basically, just waiting to happen. Okay. Flipping over my melt and pour on the side there. Well, let's get mixing. Okay. That is ready. So we're gonna pour off about a third. Tiny bit more. Make sure we mix in that color real good. No bad sounds. All of the mixing sounds. You can sit up there. Now we're going to add some fragrance oil. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to accelerate it or decelerate it, so we're going to find out. Hopefully we get some acceleration, which basically is where it makes it thicken a little faster, which helps us with this scraping process because then we don't have to wait as long. So you can see this is where it's starting to discolor. If it wasn't for the space that is currently covering the green. The green gets a lot darker, almost a muddy gray. And then as it finishes curing, it will lighten back up. All right. Pour this in here. So like I said, this is a mixture of campfire, red berry, currant, and grassy ivy. Really nice blend that we've made. Kind of festive without being Christmassy necessarily, but a unique flavor to it, so to say. So we are nice and liquidy. So that means we are not in the position. Does it smell like camping? It smells like camping at Christmas. Like it has that distinct, like almost cranberry, but not quite. Definitely smells like, yeah, like being in a ski cabin. That definitely fits. So we're gonna let this sit. We've got our one snowflake here. Let's check on our other snowflake. Feels nice and firm to me. So, got a little more paper towel. It's nice and wet, being in a water bath, which helps it set up faster. But I don't want it really that wet when we take it out and take it apart. But it's kind of like wet versus cold feeling with the gloves on. Hard to tell sometimes. But it's looking nice and sparkly. Hello, Viv. Welcome in. Nice to see ya. What have we been up to tonight? What are we working on? What are we doing? Now, we were working on some cool stuff last time. Ooh, playing some Legend of Zelda. Very nice. Trim off the extra bits. Aaron, thank you for the resub. Greatly appreciated. All my shavings back in here because this is a really pretty mix. And I don't want to waste it. One more shaving. Okay. All right. Rolled a 6. Ooh, that you can't leave the bath. You're stuck here forever. Ooh, we're getting thick. Good. Looks like it accelerates slightly. I am okay with that. All right. So, in measuring this, I need 1 full bar, and then to there on this bar, which leaves us lots for the top. Beautiful. This will be interior. Get rid of this because it's wet. Nice and choppy. Lots of leftover snowflake to decorate with. Beautiful. Snowflakes. Shiny, glittery little snowflakes. Alright. We're nice and firm. So it is time to scrape. We have our extra bucket here for scraped off parts. As you can see, it's continuing to get darker and a little brown, but that's okay. All right. Scraping across once. Squish it all up to this side because our scraping is a little higher than the soap was. So now when we go back the other way, it should go all the way up. Beautiful. And one more half pass. Just to make sure we get as crisp of a line as we can, especially in this last little bit. Beautiful. Now, we're going to let this continue to firm up. We'll use the rest of this that we pulled off on top. Let us create some patterns and swirls and stuff with it. I set that aside. I'll wipe the edge here. Okay. All cleaned up. And yeah, it keeps getting darker and murkier, but it will come back to our brilliant green as it cures, which is so strange, but it does. So as that sets up, let's get this moving again. If we leave it alone too long, it'll set up on us. We don't want that. Scrape this down. And we're gonna scoop some into my little cup here. Oh, you forgot you didn't have anything releasing tonight? Well, good. You can stay here with us and relax. Get our blue all mixed up. Then I pour our white in here. I forget my hair is wavy and curly. Every time I take a bath, my hair gets all curly with humidity. Yeah, it can do that. We're gonna loosely blend in the white, but we do have to come back with the blender to really get it in there. So that's why we're just doing it loosely right now, because we're not quite ready to put it in, and it starts a timer for us when we do. Okay. Beautiful. Makes it much more white, much more workable. And then pour in the last of our fragrance oil, which should loosen this up nicely. For a little bit at least. Very nice. I missed the scraping part. Do it again. Well, I mean, if you ordered a soap, I could do as many scrapes as you wanted. It's $5 a scrapey. Okay. Now we're gonna gently pour. Then we're gonna place our snowflakes. And then we're gonna continue to pour. It a little bit so I can see what's going on. Okay. Tap, tap. Then I have this here. I'm gonna grab a piping bag. Do a little freehand piping. Come on, all of you in the bag. Close enough. Cut down the bag because there's too much bag. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna come in and just do some basic squiggles. Then come back and fill those in. Okay, little tap tap. Now we're gonna get a little bit more detail. Okay. Now, we'll dust these trees a little snow. And then go crazy with our snowflakes. I have so many, I can use them all. All the pretty snowflakes. The really fun part about this, when we cut this bar, when you use the soap, the snowflake will go clear and just show off that iridescent glitter. One more. Okay. And those will get a little the blue glitter. Everything gets a little gold glitter. And then the snowflakes get some of my special snowflake blend. On the trees. Beautiful. Lots of glitter. All of the sparkles. Nice and sparkly. Maybe it'll focus. There we actually go. Yeah. So this is our commission piece for soap. Looks exactly how I wanted to. I'm excited for those Christmas tree or those pine trees to actually turn a little more green. And then yeah. So I am going to clean up my workspace, grab some different ingredients, and we're going to move on to making some commissioned bath salts. Yeah. All of these are going to be so cool. I can't wait to cut this. Yep, go ahead and run that ad while I clean up. cannot seem to find dark liquid open. I have a okay. We will make things work. I have options. Okay. Got my bowl. Got my recipe. All right. And some fresh gloves. Oh, what are we doing? I respect your rankings, but Hufflepuff is the best house. I don't even need logic to support my clan. City boys. Okay. Fresh gloves. Let's start with the milder of the two. So, I need 4 cups of salts. One. 2. 3. And 4. Go in and break up some of these bigger chunks. Okay. Now, this is going to be ocean inspired. So, I'm going to take my blue. Also want teal. We have our alcohol. I give a generous amount. A little bit of teal. Start us off. Crushing any white bits that are just clumped salts that need to be incorporated. Oh, I love Fort Bragg. The whole area is gorgeous. Now we're gonna add some blue. A little more blue. Nice, rich blue. Yeah. One of my favorite places along the coast there is the Point Reyes and Bodega. It's quite a nice area. In fact, to get those richer waters, you're pretty in tiny bit of. Because the West Coast water is dark. Oh, almost at the bully for the dream. Okay. Let's get our other ingredient going. Okay. So, we need 1 cup of soda. We got to the bully stick. So currently, Grim has 6-inch bully sticks. They last him about 10 minutes. Maybe 20. So if we give him the foot-long ones, those that last him 30 to 40. We can't see him. No, we can't see him on camera. There's the boy. Okay. Add in 1 cup of cornstarch to stabilize everything. There's no way we could donate fast enough to keep him in Pizzles. Nope. Once we're done with the 6-inch ones, we'll go back to the foot-long ones, so that'll keep him busy. But yeah, we also have it set that he can only get one per stream, or else he will become an even chunkier chunky boy. Though he's at a healthy weight right now, but he could become a chunky boy. Okay. Then grab my oil. This we're doing sunflower, sandalwood, teakwood, and cardamom. And some extra sandalwood if we need it. Okay. No, I want to start with my fragrance as well. Sandalwood, such a good fragrance. We're gonna go in with some teakwood and cardamom, bring out the woodsy smells. And then top it all off with a little more sandalwood. And we'll chase that with our sunflower oil, so we get all of the goodness out of there. Oh yeah, it was really good. And then I need my salsa. Yeah, the Black Widow inspired. Called it Budapest. It was really good. And then our magical bubbling powder. Don't breathe it in. Okay. Should I be wearing a mask? Maybe. It's a mild lung irritant, but that's about it. Don't you work in healthcare? Yeah. if you know anything about people that work in healthcare, you should know that we're the worst. The worst. Okay. All mixed up. So we can see what the color will look like later. A little test cup. Then it'll settle as we prep for the next one. But a little bit in there. A little bit more. Blendy, blendy, blendy. Those bubbles will form, and then they'll settle. And we'll see what final color we're getting. But it's looking pretty good, like that kind of gray blue of the Pacific. Alright. Moving this one out of the way. Switching out the gloves. We got another one to make. Big bucket full of salt. One. Two. 3. And 4. I'm excited for this one too. I think this one's gonna be really pretty. All right. For this, we're going to do base. Yeah. Which always feels weird, and I promise it has a purpose. Where's my yellow? Here it is. Yellow. Lots of alcohol. More than last time because we got more to add. Put on my gloves here. Mystery bag full of things. Just a whole scoop of gold glitter. A light sparkling of some holographic stars. The rest of my unicorn glitter. And some hearts. And now I don't want to use that one. A little bit like this. Will people look like Twilight vampires when they get out of this bath? They will be slightly glittery. Slightly glittery for sure. Yes, this is water soluble and mica based glitters. With the amount you should put in your tub, it should not be too bad. but there's a lot of glitter. Now, the big holographic stars take a long time to break down, so those will probably be left over after your tub, but they rinse away. They take like a few hours soaking. My normal stars that I use take about 2 to 4. These ones take a little closer to 6 to 8. Okay. One cup of citric acid. One cup of baking powder. Baking soda. Yeah. One cup of cornstarch. Oh, there's a lot of glitter in the air. Yay! I like that color. All right. Now we go for fragrance oils. Our main base is going to be butterscotch. With a little blend of cinnamon cake. You know what? Because you like the earthy, a splash of sandal will go really well. Give some depth to it. Yeah. Give this a whole wipe out and wipe it down. Cross contaminate the salsa. Mix it into a bit of a paste to make it less deathly. Not that it's deadly, it just makes you cough. Yay, paste! There we go. Now we work it all in. Imagine giving a raccoon a bath bomb. I love the videos of people giving raccoons cotton candy. I think it's the funniest thing. So mean, but so funny. Yeah. Gorgeous. Okay. Let's get another container. Make a little sample of this one. See if I want to start to hold it all. Get nice and frothy. And our color has settled on the other, and that is beautiful. Absolutely pleased with that. That is definitely a Pacific Ocean blue. I think I'm pleased with the color I'm seeing here so far, but we'll let it settle and decide. I added a little bit of a color change black that shows gold, and in an effort to turn the yellow more gold. And I think it's doing it, but I might want to do a little more. We're gonna let the bubbles clear, and then you can actually see. But I'm really happy with how this color turned out. Break the bubbles. We can kill the bubbles a little faster. Do we want to darken this at all? Are we happy with where it is? I don't know if you can see. Of course, it's gonna do it all over again. Let's clear it up again. You can see the gold swirls in there. Darken it a bit. All right, let's darken. And let's give it just a tiny bit. Should probably be enough. Give us that deep gold almost brassy color. Just that fine line between looking like you peed in the bathtub and feeling like you're floating in liquid gold. Alright, I'm gonna pour this out. We're gonna try it again. See how it is a little darker. Oh, there's so much at the bottom. Beautiful. Bruce. Yeah, that's looking a little more gold, a little less bubbles. Bubbles remind me of the soft top from coffee places. Yeah. The fragrance should, but sometimes it's mind over matter. And as that gold glitter swirls up too. I like it. I like it. All right. That smells so good. Just making sure there's no lumps, no mixed bits. That looks pretty well incorporated to me. The swirling gold in there just looks so magical. If someone's pee smells like butterbeer, they should go to the hospital. That's a sign of diabetic shock coming on. And their body is trying to dump sugar. Usually they'll also have really sweet breath. Just found a little pocket of yellow. And we mixed it enough. Oddly specific information. When you work in healthcare, you learn a lot of oddly specific information. Sometimes in infants, they call it pancake syrup urine. Because that's what it smells like in small children. All right. So we have our lovely colors. Oh, when that gold gets up in there, it's so pretty. So pretty. It's at an angle I gotta remember. And then our beautiful Pacific Ocean blue. Absolutely love that. These turned out great color-wise. Quite happy. Plus fizzy foamy bubbles. And so much glitter. So much glitter. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, today we made 2 beautiful bubbling bath salts commissions, and I'd have to rinse off after the butterbeer baths. Yeah, possibly. Patriotic to the fault. Weirdest smell I've smelled in pee was like popcorn. Huh, that's weird. Yeah, definitely. Maple syrup urine sounds painful. I don't know. I'll ask someone, maybe? So, we made 2 bath salts, and we made our commission loaf of soap, and yeah, should be good. Oh, I need new mid-range glasses. I just got my eyes tested for the first time in like 13 years? Yeah, 13 years. He gave me like a super mild prescription for far away. So, that's fun. How much is a loaf of soap on average? So on average, it makes 10 bars plus 2 sample bars, and a basic loaf with fragrance, 1 color, and the cut and packaging, that starts at $60. And then every additional color or design element adds $5 from there, give or take. Frosting adds $10, or no, frosting adds $10, and you kind of work it out from there. What is 2 sample bars? So when I cut the whole loaf, and they're those 2 little end pieces, those are the sample bars. So you get to keep the whole loaf, even the little end pieces we cut off. And each one of those is usually good for about a week's worth of body wash, full body washes. So we recommend take them on vacation with you, put them in your guest bathroom. They work pretty well. You're paying for the whole loaf of soap, you're going to get the whole loaf of soap. Can you do molded soaps instead? I can, depending on the molds I have, that may be more expensive because there is a little more work involved in it. But you would be charged per recipe, so I can't guarantee how many we would get out of that, but we could give you a rough estimate and do some more refined calculations. But yeah, we definitely could do molded soaps, but you will lose some of the design element with that. Because with that, at best, we could do like an in the pot swirl. That's it. All right, Zulu, go ahead and take a look out there in the universe, see who needs to be rated tonight, and see where we go from there. Yeah. Starts looking a little more green on the background when it sits. Then you mix up that gold again. Shiny. Ooh, I got magical gold swirls in there. So pretty. What are the flame jumpers? They are a bath bomb inspired by Jinx from Arcane. So they're scented with bubblegum and gunpowder, and then they will shoot out graffiti colors into the water. Yeah. Lots of fun. All right, Crafton, where do you want us to go tonight? Who should we go visit? Captain Flynn, of course. Not suitable for Grimsters. No, not quite. All right, let's head on over and see what she's up to tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight and making commissions possible. We really appreciate it. It's fun to work with other people's ideas and come up with something together. Bye, Chihuahua Mama. Good night, Midnights. Can't decide which one I want first. All right, guys. Good night, everybody.